Hello everyone, Warangel here, and welcome back to the channel. Now, it has been a little while since I last posted, so don't worry guys, nothing bad necessarily has happened. It's just, with everything that's been going on, I'll be honest, it has affected my mental health a bit. I usually suffer from depression at the best of times, so the past week or two, with everything that's been happening in the world and here in the UK, it's not left me in the best frame of mind, shall we say. Don't worry, nothing too dramatic, I just haven't had the motivation to make any videos. But since recently, I have to say I'm feeling much more positive, feeling much better, and so I'm here today with a bit of a random video, in fact. Now, I'm not going to be carrying on with the Monarch's journey for Crusader Kings 2, because I come to realise that when I have played Crusader Kings, it's not for doing challenges, it's because I want to roleplay a bit. And so I'm not going to continue with that series, but instead we're going to be doing this one. Now, this came about quite randomly. I haven't even made any intros or anything like that. I just came across it when I was checking out the mods for the After the End, the Old World, and came across a religion that made me think, this could be interesting. And so, if I go to single player and hit new game, and it doesn't matter which one of these we pick because they all take place in the same era. So we'll go to custom game, and we're going to be starting over here in Britannia. Now if I switch to religion group, you can see that the religion of most of England is Thelema, with some Catholic over in Ireland. We've got Calvinist up here in Scotland. But why here, near Somerset and Cornwall and Devon, is the Summer Queen? Now if I click on one of the random ones here, not you, here for example, and we go on here, you can read a bit about the Summer Queen, and basically it's very much inspired by King Arthur legends. As you can see here, the knight becomes the king of winter and protects the people from invaders and evil fairies with his magical sword Excalibur. So I thought, how cool would it be to establish the Kingdom of Avalon here in the UK by basically conquering it and making the Summer Queen heresy become the dominant religion of the Isles. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Now, one thing I am going to try and do is, because we are the Summer Queen religion, is that I am going to try and keep the inheritors of the titles as we go through the different generations to be female, if possible. If it's male, then we'll just accept it, that's fine, but we are going to try and keep things fairly matriarchal. Also, because it is going to be inspired by King Arthur, I've got a bit of a name list already selected, and I'm sure you guys can already guess what that's going to be. But we're going to start over here in Cornwall and Devon. We've already got a duchy, which I think will be much more interesting to play in Somerset and Dorset. So it gives us a bit of opportunity to expand out, and then we'll be able to go after the England itself. So we need to make sure we pick here. So we've got the Duke of Cornwall. I can't even pronounce that. Not even going to try. But we are going to create my own character. So we are going to switch over to a female. And let's pick a nice, good-looking one. Or at least someone we want to be looking at for the next episode or two. Nah, not you. Not you. Yeah, you do. You're going to be Westlander. That's completely fine by me. That, I'm actually quite liking the idea of it being like... Because Avalon is basically known as the Isle of Apples, right? So having a big tree as our coat of arms I think is quite fitting. Although I am going to try and change it. Do we have yellow? Notice, yep, and we had green I saw. I like it. I like it. Although note to self, make sure to check the stuff out before I actually start recording. Now we'll go to here. Now I do know Westlander is a culture that doesn't have any negative opinion towards female rulers, so we're going to keep that. And we're going to keep the Summer Queen religion. Now name, if we're going to go with King Arthur, I think a fitting one to start things off will be Guinevere. Now I need to remember how to pronounce this. I did actually write it down somewhere, but of course I forgot to actually do it. It's something like this. Yeah. And our dynasty, we're going to call it Camlan. This was after the final battle, where the King Arthur was supposed to have fought his stepson Mordred, sorry, his bastard son, and both of them died on the battlefield. But I'm sure, you know, over the centuries of time, it is 2555 AD even, so that will be quite fitting. Now, how we're going to educate her and create a proper character. I like the idea that we're not going to be starting off as a warrior necessarily. I like the idea of actually being something a bit intrigue-based to start things off. We're not going to go too far and become an elusive shadow. Intricate Red Reaper. Sounds quite fitting. Now, what for our traits? Now, we could go for attractive. That tends to be quite useful. And it does fit. Guinevere in the stories was always quite an attractive person. We could go for quick, but I'm not going to go for quite a quick. I don't want to go too crazy, right? I mean, otherwise, especially with the unlocker version that we've got, we could go crazy and get loads and loads of different options, but we're not going to. Instead, what we're going to have, I want her to be ambitious, because given what we're going to be trying to do, and zealous, given what we're going to try and do and establish the Kingdom of Avalon, I think it's quite fitting that we pick something like that. And she is going to be shrewd. It's not as good as prodigy or genius, but I think it's quite fitting. Now, she's going to be slightly envious person and proud. Actually, proud, it costs points. Oh, it gives prestige. Right, okay. And as we're fitting to repeat history a bit, as far as the game's concerned, we are going to be a bit lustful. But otherwise, apart from that, I'm pretty happy with our options. We're not going to go too crazy and get other stuff, but I think that's fitting. We're not going to start off at 95 though, hell no. What we're going to do is go down to the bottom, and we can actually modify our age a bit. So, let's start off fairly young. Let's go 20. I think that's quite a good age to start things off. But there we go. She's attractive, ambitious, zealot, a bit shrewd, but otherwise quite envious, a proud person, and considered quite lustful. So, we're not going to bother changing her stats any other way. We're going to finish off, and here we are. Guinevere of Cornwall. Right, here's the game rules we're going to be playing as. We're going to have all the stuff basically set as usual. I have switched this one off, so we can't, when there are invaders and that, it can come up and give you the option to play as them instead, but we're not going to do that. I have got China, or Nigeria in this case, is anyone can interact, otherwise there's no point having them. If we're over here on the west side of the world, and we have to be quite into the east to actually interact with them, so we're going to keep that. Everything else though is quite the same. We've got army moving lock, I've got chat to retreat off because I do find it annoying, and I do have a bunch of mods which you can find in a mod collection in the video description as per usual. Otherwise I think that's everything else. Let's hit start. Right. Ugh. This is going to be quite interesting. I am going to try and actually set this up so we can actually... How can I put it? Just so we can actually try and be a bit more role-playing, but I'm also going to edit out quite a bit. Or at least as much as I can. It's going to be weird. Because I'm so used to actually basically just talking all the time. Because that's how I tend to do videos, as you guys have noticed. But it's going to be interesting having to edit out a certain few things. But... here's the information anyway about the Summer Queen's faith and what it particularly means here. Now what's quite cool is that we can actually raid infidel neighbours for loot, so that's going to really fund us for quite some time. The only unfortunate thing is we can't actually reform the religion. That would have been quite a nice thing to do, but no matter, we can deal with that. Now, if we have a look, we're just starting off right here. We have Cornwall, Devon, and I believe we've got whatever this is. It's not usually in the game, it's so tiny as well. It's the Port of Scilly? Yeah, this is under our control, though a vassal currently has it. Now, what we need to do is before we actually unpause. Let's recruit a court physician. Do not have to wait long. I always borrow some money straight... Well, we have to wait a day. But I always like to do that so we can get things going straight away with building things up and doing what we need to do. Alright, title loss. We'll get married in a second. Ambitions. Let's go for the moment. business. We want to try and get some money coming in, so I'm quite happy to do that. We will switch over eventually to see what intrigue we can do in the world. Acquire title. We could do that. For the moment, though, let's have a child. I think that's quite fitting for us, and we need to find out who we can actually marry. Now, of course, we need to make him matriarchal. Oh, hello. Zimbabwean Prince of Britain. Who are you? You're... Okay, so you are the youngest son of our liege, Lord Protector Frederick II. That's quite a good choice then. Let's have a look. You're shrewd, scarred. Okay, we can live with that. Mystic, proud, ambitious, lustful, and diligent. He's actually a really good character. He does follow the phlegm of faith of the region, but yeah, if he's willing to, he is. And we actually get extra prestige from that. That's really, really cool. Oh wow, we actually got a big gap missing from here too. Right. Next bit, we need to just double check our accounts. Yep, that's fine. You could be better. Tristan will have you. Treasurer... Oh Christ. We'll have to have a quick look to see if we can get anyone better in the world. We'll give that to you. Cartographer, we'll give Barclay. Is there anyone we can actually try and recruit? Alright, we do have some filters already saved. It's this one. Okay, we can actually recruit some. That's good. Alright, let's have a look. 12. Nope. 15. Oh no, sorry. 14. No, 15. I'll bring you in, just because it's handy to have that extra good commanders. 18. Sure, we'll definitely invite you in. You're better than 9 by a long shot. We've already got... No, we haven't got you coming in. Sure, we'll recruit you. And my court mage will make do with Kevin here. Perfect. There we go. Alright, let's unpause a bit. Let the game start kicking off. Oh wow, we've actually got... the King of Free Island we're fighting. Irish Rebellion. Okay. I mean, we could go and help our liege, but to be honest, I think they've got a pretty good chance against Ireland. Yeah, 12.25 thousand against our liege, which has 23. Yeah, I think they'll be okay. Well, we'll give it a second for everything to kick off. Speed things up a little bit. Thank you. Alright, let's take the extra prestige. Alright, build a second Rome. Why do we have all... Oh, hang on. I got Floji's building mods. And I'm recognizing some of these now, like administration room, map room. So we must be very developed in our provinces. Let's have a quick look. That's my capital, isn't it? Alright, in Town Girl. Yeah, all level 2. Tax collectors, castle town tier 3. Yeah, here they are. Ambassador's room, map room. So these give us all but nice little bonuses, only +1. But it's just a nice informatic, and I really do like the mod. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. Let's get my hands on a bit more cash. Because one thing I want to set up now... Yeah, we definitely need to. How much are the hospitals, actually? 76.3. Okay, we'll take that. I'll get one here. Now, how do I click this? Ah, this is going to be annoying me so much. Do I need to get one here? Yeah. Alright, that way then everywhere is going to be nice and secure. Let's sort out the council quickly. So you are fine. Let's swap you out. Swap you out. You'll stay there. And you can stay there too. We'll swap that back. Right, what we're going to do first of all then. Well, I personally want to expand and take Somerset and Dorset. So if we go and fabricate a claim, in fact, which one's the best one to go for? That's got more holdings, so let's get Dorset first of all. Okay. Fabricate claims. What's that chance, by the way? 7.61, not the best, but we'll take it, I guess. You can go and do Marshall, you can collect taxes for me. Study technology. Looks like over here is pretty good. Let's go for Toledo. Why not? We can spy on our Spanish neighbours then. Proselytizing. We don't need to do that, and as you can see, our chance of converting is very low. Our Mora 40. It's actually not too bad. It's a 20. We could capture these holy sites as well. And Cairo... Okay, that's a bit far away. Middlesex? Warwick? Moray? Where's that? Oh, up here in Scotland. Right. And Palermo. Isn't that in Sicily? If I remember... It is, right. I remember looking up for holiday one time. I remember reading about that. But anyway, so it looks like if we want to try and strengthen the religion, we're going to have to take the holy sites. If we take Britain, we'll have a lot of that under our control anyway. And 3 out of 5 ain't bad, you know? So, while everyone else now is going to go to war, let's see. What does we each do? A much beloved old woman named Jodie that resides in a nearby village. How good are you? 21. You're quick as well. Celibate. Okay. Scholar. Yeah. I think 24.8 gold to get a really good core position like that. Fantastic. Now, let's go out in the world and start raiding. We've got quite a few troops under our command. So let's take that. We'll stick you guys together. And let's get some... all these different things I'm going to have to remember how to do again. Like, I got about 100 hours or something like that in Crusader Kings, but I have to admit, it's not my main game of choice, so there are going to be a few times I'm going to think, huh? How do I do that? Or if I don't know the optimum way of pulling stuff off. And then, if you want to give me advice in the comments, feel free to, guys, okay? In fact, societies, I need to remember to do that. So we have 3 options. We can go for the Hermetic Society from the base game, the Great Trade League, which is from the Great Trade League mod, and Her Majesty's Knights. Before the event, the Queen will prize them as loyal followers with the title of Knight, or Tile of Knight. Those great men will have the unmatched honour of serving her closely, until the Queen comes back. Oh yeah, because it's thematic, they believe the Queen is basically God, a goddess, and she will come back one day. Interesting. Well, we definitely want to try and do this with one of our characters in the future. But for now, let's go Hermetic. Might as well take the opportunity to try and level up and even get a magnum opus, potentially. Now, we need ships as well if we're going to go out into the wider world. So, is that going to be enough for my men? Let's find out. We'll put you guys together quickly. Merge. Let's sort out commanders. Ugh, I always forget to do that. Oh, we'll set that up. That will make things easier. Right, you could be a commander instead. You can as well. In fact, you really don't like me. I just noticed. Insurrect. Huh, okay. Right, let's cook you. Let's swap out my commanders. I don't want Guinevere to go off, so we'll have Edmund lead the charge. And Iseret can go here. Let's get you guys on the boats. Now, where we're going to go in the world and start raiding. Now, the easy option is to actually try and go for... Where is it? Okay, a lot of places are quite rich. Ideally, we want to try and go for islands. Places that are going to be fairly isolated. Meaning that we can just go in and attack them without having to worry about someone coming in and reinforcing easily. So, there's quite a few over here, isn't there? I remember from watching World 1D2 Gaming's playthrough as Atlantis... These don't have straight crossings, so these will be pretty good targets for us. So let's make our way over towards here. We'll leave the Irish do what they need to do. Oh yeah, we need to check our things too, don't we? Go and raid here first of all for me, guys. There you go, you can do that and make me some money. Oh! My work endorser has come to fruition. Okay, we've got one. Go ahead, take the claim. That means we're going to be able to push forward and eventually claim it for ourselves. Oh, we gain stress because we must have more gold. And Rupert might fancy me. My courtier, he's not my type. I mean, we're not going to... I suppose we should play it. You're kidding me. What? So, for those of you that haven't played Crusader Kings, we've got supernatural events that can occasionally happen if you activate them in the game rules. And this one allows us to, if we succeed, and it's very, very poor chance, but to become immortal. Oh my god, we've not even got that, we haven't even gone it for the first year yet, and we've already got this, Jesus. Okay, summon the council, sure. I mean, Guinevere's a pretty good character. I'm quite happy to allow her to try and become immortal. Now, out of our options here, to be honest, sure, I'm going to trust Prince, my husband, to handle this discreetly and see how that works out. I mean, wow. I'm actually quite shocked by that. Oh, and you... Okay, we might have a chance to get back Silly in a second. Alright, well, remember that. Designated Regent. My court mage. God, you're crap. I don't want to have you being in charge of the... Well... I'll think about it. Swap this over. I always like to go for a high... Excuse me. I always like to go for someone with good stewardship, just because it will mean I continue getting good money. Although something we do need to do, actually. Apprentice... We'll leave that for now, because we get a mission for it. Core tutor, though. Who's going to be a good one to teach our children? Now, I know there's certain... I can't spell patient today. Let's see. Patience... Content, paranoid, patient. Zealous could be interesting. Rash... Oh, he's got a rash, right. In fact, you're not too bad. I mean, he's got patience. He's got content. I don't think is a really good one, I've been told. Zealous could be interesting. What about diligence? In fact, I think... Shrewd's pretty good. Mystic, proud, ambitious, lustful. Or we can actually have... I mean... I could have her, because quick, diligent, wrath, temperate... Those are all good traits. I don't know which one. Let's get my husband to be the court tutor. I think it's quite fitting. Right, we do have an opportunity now to get Silly back. Now, we're not going to go and try and imprison him straight away. Ugh, the child is in the mood for something different today. What shall I eat? We could either matter not what, as long as there's a lot, or pick one of these. Now, I believe these could actually affect your child with a physical deformity, like a haired lip or club foot or something like that. I'm not too sure. I think that's what like Crayo's foot is that and things. So we're going to go and take the chance of getting gluttonous, which we didn't get. Okay. Picked up a victory. How much money is there for us so far? He's from Nigeria. May the gods protect him. Okay, 100 gold already. I'll quite happily take that. And we already picked up... Oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing I've heard about. So, if we pop down to... yeah, this one here. Game. We actually got an achievements screen. So, we picked up this one, I believe. Hospitable. Can't talk today. Hospitable for building a hospital, but we've got all different ones that go into seclusion. Dark Lord for becoming Grand Master of a devil worshipping society. The Black Pope for someone you've corrupted as a saintness becoming Pope. And there is a way to actually get these to transfer between different playthroughs, so it could be a potential thing. If you guys are enjoying this playthrough, to actually try out some of the other ones. Like, we can build Atlantis. We can actually do stuff like... I'll pop onto Intrigue. I know there was an option, I think, you can actually do to try and re-establish the European Union and things like that. So, again, lots of potential for us to do in this campaign. Let's stop doing an A-Theorem paper. We'll do this one because we've got high intrigue. Why not? Alright, let's do that. Group of carpenters. Sure. Anything that's going to make me be able to build much more quickly. Alright, another victory. We'll burn down the other two settlements. Oh, hello. Your Director General finds you in the night, startling you awake. Sorry, Master, but the walls have ears. I dared not come during the day, he says. Somebody is on my track. I could use some help throwing them off my scent. No, don't worry. It means that we're getting close, he whispers, a confident smirk only just visible on his face. There's a legend, you see, and, well, we're very close to locating a certain person. Crap, it's going to cost a lot of gold. For disguises. Sure. I mean, it's the potential of getting it immortal, and we have more than enough money, thanks to Raiden, to be able to pull that off. So yeah, if we end up going into the negative for a little while, I don't mind. Coffers are empty... Sure? Oh wow, he's actually paid me 50 gold. Nice. We have a new heir, Nathan Simathianson. who's absolutely crap. He has no traits. None at all. Considering he's got the potential of recruiting Shrewd from both parents and stuff like that. That's bad. Right. Apparently Swift is the best one to go for. That and Struggle gives good traits. So, sure. Nathan, no, we're not going to call you Nathan. I'm going to call you Kay. After King Arthur's stepbrother. Or adoptive brother, however you want to call him. We'll send that out at once. Right. Last bit to go. And then we're going to get back to Lee. Right, thank you. Alright, another few more days. We'll get that done. And then... Oh. We failed it. So in spite of all his efforts, the prince's search for information on how to prolong life of his mistress has turned up fruitless. Ah, you're useless. The thing is, you're my husband, so we can't even fire you necessarily from the job. But we managed to get some knowledge, and... Oh, got +2 learning for a bit. Cool. Alright, what's this? Legions inform in realm peace. Right. Okay, that might be something we need to bear in mind. We're not actually at war with anyone, though. But we've managed to get our gold back, so let's get you guys back on the boats. We'll be back, don't you guys worry. Now what I want to do is first of all make our way up back over to here and drop off our gold so that we've managed to pick up. There we go, 369 gold. Let's get you guys so you're no longer raiders, but get yourselves back on the boats and just make your way over towards here. Alright, that's it, come on. Come on. Come. Thank you. Right, now, if we go onto here, we've only got a 40% chance now of doing this. In fact, one thing I want to do quickly. Yes, we can revoke titles. Fantastic. Do that. Alright, because it might come in handy. And... Send. He's now raised his flag in rebellion. But, since we had our troops already on the Isle, there's nothing he can do about it. So we just need to sit here, burn down the place. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, what? So technically we're at war, but because... Huh? Technically, he's... Yeah, revolted against... Oh, it ended inconclusively. Damn it. You know what? Can I just revoke your title? Right? Because, yeah, you just stole from me. How... You think you were about to try and plot against me. I think it's only fitting that we allow him to die. Damn it! How can I pick him? Oh no, hang on. What am I doing? Vassals... Where are you? Here. Revoke your title. No, you say. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. Oh crap. He's actually got more men than we've had. Right. We've got a bit of cash. Let's just try and do this a bit quickly then. Pop over here, get some mercenaries. We've got the cheapest ones we can get our hands on. 84 gold. Yeah, an extra 1,000 men. That should do us. Right, let's get the boats. No, get the boats. I don't have boats. Where's my boats? Boats are there. Right, you guys walk out of here. And... God's sake, make it... This island is so intriguing. Heeding the call. A stranger has appeared at your court. She says she only speaks to you, my lady. Pause, what is this about? I have no idea what this is. A woman named Millie. Okay. Tall figure asks for you a nod. I'm Millie, you are Guinevere. Heard you look... Oh, it did work. Okay, is she any good? Now, I don't know much about this event, I'll be honest, but I know there's certain things we need to look out for. So if she's got something like Mystic or something like that, that tends to be a good sign. To be honest, she hasn't got Mystic, but she is considered attractive, shrewd. She's got a bunch of good traits. She does have quite a high intrigue, which is good for us as a character. I'm going to try it and see if this works. Mayor Jamie wants to buy a small plot of land. Get out of here. Right. Oh, God's sake, let me drop my men off. Thank you. Oh, why is it important? Right. Mel Tristan told me about his ideas. Sure, that sounds like a good idea. News from Nigeria. The Nigerian Empire won a war against Duke William of Hauserland. Okay. Now, finally, we can start reading it down. Millie sits on the floor while you enter the room, what looks like polished pieces of bone strewn out in front of her. She motions for you to join her. You have neglected your spirit, she says, eyes closed. I have not. Must sacrifice. Okay. Must do this on your own. Do you see what I see? You notice a pattern in the bones. It looks just like bingo, a field of crops. So we need to perform the sacrifice using a bough of the finest grain in Cornwall. A man fallen or an antelope. I don't know which one. Apparently top ones are always supposed to be the best ones, but I don't know sometimes. I'll risk the top one. Hands you a beautiful dagger. The antelope held down on a stone slab is surprisingly calm. Thank you, say quietly to the animal. You hesitate only a second before slicing its throat. The blood pours down the altar and Millie nods solemnly. Your heart flutters at the notion of having pleased the statuesque character. Your grandfathers and mothers will be proud. Thank you for doing this. So we gain martial, gain brave, and it looks like we can continue along the chain. Now I don't know if we are actually going to win this, but still. Apparently, Anna Hokar the Gracious has tried to convert him. Okay. Thank you. Right, let's deal with this rebel. Alright, we almost managed to raid him down. We nearly actually won that. Okay, looks like that's been beaten now. My sister in Hermetic Society, step forth. Vote the presence of a divine being, sure. Because that's never a bad thing, summoning a divine being. Sun, I think, does stewardship. Let's stick to there. Nope. I have bad luck when it comes to those lab experiments. The amount of times I've been captured and then been held prisoner. It's annoying. We'll debase the mints. Gain +2 stewardship. +3 stewardship from divine... Oh wow, we're doing extremely well today. Right, did we not finish that off? No, that's the British Revolt. Isn't that... corner... Okay. Let's do that. So now we can revoke your title. He's a traitor, so no one will care. And... can I execute him? Upset the other lords. He can't afford the 10 gold. You know what? We will just throw you in the oubliette and leave you alone. Says your wife for trying to betray me. Right. Boats can now head back. Alright, that's up. And at this point, I think we can actually end today's episode. It's gone extremely well. I mean, very well. We not only managed to get a potential target now for expansion for Dorset, I do want to try and take Somerset first. And I think I just told him to go to... Oh, he is in Somerset. We can't tell because Bath is right there and he's mainly on that. But it looks like we've done well. We've got potential for expansion in the next episode. We're doing relatively well, touch wood, for the event that may make us immortal. And yeah, we've now got the potential to get a whole lot of gold, thanks to doing all the raiding. So yeah, looking forward to see what next time brings. So, for now, thank you very much for watching today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have enjoyed it, feel free to give a thumbs up. And please, by all means, leave a comment if you'd like to. It's always great to hear from you guys. And hopefully you'll join me next time for some more Crusader Kings. But until then, everyone, take care. And goodbye for now.